Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to part 4 of this week's episode of Leading Our Own Way. We're getting into some valuable insights from this week's guests that you can definitely apply to your own journey. Please definitely stay tuned for advice and inspiration that can help us all. If you missed the first part of the week in part 1, 2 and 3, definitely go back. The show notes should be filled with all the links, so go and click on them if you need to catch up. Also, definitely subscribe to the channel and all the other ones if you can. It's going to really help the show. But for now, enjoy the rest of the story. What would you say that pivotal change for you was, and when?
I guess it was gradually. It wasn't like, well, this year it started. My healing journey started 3 or 4 years ago. But it is funny now, but it wasn't funny back then. I thought that I'm healed. I know that healing isn't like final point. It's not linear, but I thought I was healed. I loved myself. I will never allow anyone to hurt me. I stand for myself. And then in my life, as a test, a narcissist came. So and
As
dealing
in a
with
partner, you mean?
in a partner, yes. And dealing, I've never thought that people can be so evil. I never thought that love bombing exist. I never thought, I never thought that I would know the words like love bombing, narcissistic abuse, I've never known
Gaslighting?
gaslighting. Yes,
Mm.
exactly. So it was very tough experience. I thought I thought I couldn't leave after that. I thought that experience was totally heartbroken and broke my spirit, because what narcissists do, they try to break not only your heart but your spirit. They're evil, they're demonic people. There is no soul or God in their heart. And it was very hard for me. And to be honest with you, it is the first time I'm sharing this experience, but I'm very emotional person. I feel very deeply, but I couldn't feel, I could feel nothing. I was so afraid that as being such emotional person, I will never ever feel again as I felt before meeting him. So it was very tough, and thanks God I'm recovered now. But it was very hard. It was
When,
hell.
when did this relationship happen? How long ago was this?
This relationship happened 2 years ago. Yeah, it's
So it
like
ended 2 years ago.
yeah, it ended. Yes, it ended 2 years ago. It took me 2 years to recover. I can say now I'm fully recovered, but it took me a lot. It
So
was it was tough. Yes.
absolutely, yeah. And I'm sorry that you had to go through it. But anyone that might be listening that's got that is in a narcissistic relationship and they're struggling, but they're aware of it, or even for those who don't know what narcissistic relationships partners might be, what was some of the, so to make it clear for them, and obviously we don't want to defame that person you did date, but what sort of traits did you experience so the viewers can maybe take it away with them and process it? What sort of things did you experience in that relationship that would make it narcissistic?
Yeah, as I mentioned, I didn't know what is narcissist. I found out after, because I was
Oh,
curious what happened with me, what it was. So I started to research, to analyze, to find information. And that's when I found out these terms and what I've been through. I didn't know what it was. And how they act. He speed up all events very quickly. He gaslighted me. He love bombed me. He mirrored my personality back. He listened carefully what I love, what I've been through, and he did exactly what told. He took me on dates. He bought me flowers, but it wasn't for long. The moment he understood that I'm in love, he stopped doing it. If I acted not as he wanted, gave me silent treatment. He put all blame on me. He projected on me. He wanted to put me down, to make me feel bad. He didn't appreciate our relationships. It was easy to him to say, "Oh, okay, let's finish it." And I was fighting for this relationship. I was trying to leave 5 times, and on 6th time, I actually left. And he was flirting with other girls. He was trying to make me feel unwanted, that I'm not beautiful, that I'm not smart. He was threatened by my mind. He was threatened by my potential. I had really good money that time, but he disrupted me when I conducted lessons. So I had my income decrease twice, 2 times decrease. Yes, he influenced me very badly. And he, like, the moment I told him, we are done. I choose myself. I can't. I know myself all my life. I can't do myself so dirty. Staying with you, like you, I was building you, helping you while you were broken. While you were breaking in me, I choose myself. And the same day, he was in another woman's bed, and he told her to text me. So she texted me, and I wanted to prevent her. I told her he's a narcissist, he broke me, and she was pretty well with that. Like, she didn't care. Like, okay, she told me good night. So I understood that she's alike. So, like, she's not compassionate. So he met his match, but it helped me. It broke me completely. I had panic attacks. I was alone. I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to burden my family with that. So it was very hard. And I was in these relationships only for 2 months, and it totally broke me, like totally broke my spirit. Like, it was a nightmare. And actually I saw red flags, but I decided to ignore them because I was so in love. I was so obsessed with the idea of having my own family. So like I did myself a little bit dirty, because I choose another person, like loving a person who was broken in me instead of loving myself and respecting my boundaries. So it was a test. Am I healed? Will I choose myself or not? It was trauma bonding. It
That
was
was so.
trauma.
That was quite a recent relationship, wasn't it? 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and it was just for 2 months or a matter of 8 weeks. He absolutely broke you apart. That's.
Yeah. 2 months, yes, only 2 months.
Have you ever experienced a relationship like that before?
Not such intensity. I experienced abusive relationship, but not so intensely. I've dated a man for 7 years, but I was a convenient girlfriend for him. I was loving, I was there, but he didn't want to marry me. And when I finished my university, I should go to another city to be a teacher there, and he didn't come to visit me. Like, during 6 months he didn't come to visit me, because but I begged him. I wanted to see him, but I guess he was cheating me with another woman, so he didn't want to come. And I was thinking about marriage, because 7 years, and I expected him to propose to me when I come back home during holiday season, but he didn't. And it broke me. Like, I had a breakdown. Like, 7 years dating, then I had breakdown. Then I found out he cheated on me. So, like, it was a nightmare. I was recovering 7 years dating and recovering from that 3 4 years. I was recovering from that, and he's happily married second time, and he married his first wife after 6 months of dating, and his second wife, I don't know, because I'm not so interested in his life. So
No, for
7,
sure.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was so,
that's.
it was so I don't know, heartbroken in for me.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. And it would have been hard being away from him because you mentioned that the government had to send you away to a regional area to teach when you started teaching, and how far was it? So for him to come and see you, how far was it?
It was like 8 hours by train.
Wow, my lord, why did the government send you so far away?
Because they have vacation in that region, only in that
Wow.
region. And if I wouldn't go, I should pay for all my learning for 5 years.
Oh, so the government paid for your studies, and so in return they wanted to send you where it would be a struggle to get teachers.
Yes.
Got you, got you, got you. And so this teaching post, was that where you were? Was that the school that you were at for 8 years, or where you were bullied?
No, it was another one.
Oh, right. We did. What was your work experience like at that school then?
It
The
was
first one, what was quite right? Was that a good? Sorry.
It was harsh too, because I had the worst classes. I had students that police looked after them. So the
Wow.
like little criminals, I can say. And I pour my heart and love into them. And my big mm, achievement is that I actually made the biggest criminal in the class my helping hand in class. So I found that approach, and I found the way to his heart, and like made him a little bit kinder and different.
Yeah. Wow. So you, just quickly, I remember you saying in the pre-chat that I think just wanted to paint a picture of where you went and stayed. They put you up in a very small room to live, right? Is that right?
Yes.
And you said that was quite a harsh. Was it quite stressful being away from family and friends at that point in your life as well, such a young person?
I'm very family-oriented person. It was challenging for me. I was
Mm.
too far away. My boyfriend I loved dearly didn't come to visit me. I was bullied because of my weight by some people. So I worked like 35 hours per week, teaching hours and extra hours. So I was very like busy, and I've still found time to work out in that small room because I wanted those people to stop bullying me. So I lost weight, and I earned a lot of money because I took a lot of extra hours. And I came home hoping that my boyfriend will propose, or like something will change, but nothing happened. Like he didn't propose me. Actually, he didn't protect me in front of his friends. He didn't protect me. He like took their side, and actually he was my bully too at that point.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, mental health would have been pretty low here. What were some of the side effects of your mental health? Did you go through depression? Did you experience anxiety? Those type of things?
Yes, I struggled with anxiety and depression. I didn't want to do I didn't want to do anything. I was very low, and I loved him so much. Though he betrayed me, put me down, I loved him, and it took me years to recover. And the moment I found out that he is going to get married, I was smashed too, because like it took him 7 years wasn't enough. He wasn't ready, but now he's ready immediately. So I realized that he didn't love me. And I had like a pause, a half-year pause in my teaching to recover, and then I go back to teaching, but in not far from my family. So it was like that school I've been working in for 8 years.
Through all of this, with not many people, it seemed like you didn't really have many people to go to. Was there anybody in your life that did come to you to support you and at least recognize the things you were going through?
My granny helped me to cope, but she didn't like give me emotional support. But what she did is amazing because she invested her time. He gave me like her life, and she supported me. He helped me with household. He helped me to recover. He helped me to lose weight. She fought for me. She believed that I will recover and go back to life. So I call her my earth angel because she really helped me a lot. My mom helped me too. But you know what I've realized about my family is that the fact that I feel differently or my love language is different doesn't mean that like they don't love me. They love me and show love in their own way, you know. So actually, I started to appreciate that more instead of demanding or waiting to get what is my love language. I started to appreciate like their love language and how they express their love to me, because family is a big deal for me. I'm very family oriented person, and I started healing. I do healing, my sister does healing, and I see how my family dynamic is changing because of that
Oh,
in a
good.
positive way.
So so can you align with your sister now then pretty well? Do you align with each other? Are you close with your sister?
We are not very close, but I love her. She's in Canada now. There is a
Oh.
big like time difference, and our journey are very similar. She's approaching new profession too, as I do. She's having that transformational experience. She's healing too, so we are very similar in that. I guess that we agreed to break these generational curses, and I'm sure that her family will look different, and she will give that unconditional love and support to her children that she didn't get. So, and we will break these generational curses. Like it ends with us, I hope. Like it wasn't something very hard or harsh, but as children, we needed that love and support. We needed to know that we shouldn't earn love, that we shouldn't fight for love. So if I was taught what is love, that when I if I was loved unconditionally, probably my life will look differently. Maybe I will not I wouldn't deal with narcissists. Maybe I knew my worth earlier. Maybe I saw how beautiful I am, how smart I am. Maybe I didn't look for validation from other people. Maybe I wouldn't try to earn love, friendship. Maybe if a love was served on a silver spoon, I wouldn't lick it from knives.
Yeah. So I asked a question earlier, and you said it. Like everybody, it's not that sudden change doesn't just happen. It's very very small, simple steps. I remember you saying it was around 2018 when you started to invest in yourself again. What was the what do you remember that small change that just changed everything for you when you started to invest in yourself again? Well, can you remember that very first spark? Join us tomorrow to hear more from today's incredible guests and learn valuable insights to help you lead your own way. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you then.